Hi, I'm Jen Gallacher and welcome to a Jillibean Soup tutorial. Today we're going to create a really quick and easy Halloween craft. So we're going to start with a cut file. This is from our Silhouette cut files. It's one of our Halloween ones. It's called Free Flying Lessons. And I have pre-cut it on black vinyl and I have just removed the rest of the vinyl around it, but I wanted to show you what the cut file looks like. We have lots of different holiday and seasonal type cut files that are great for making signs. Now this is one of our whitewashed signs. This is the 12 by 12. Inside is a plate that is wood. It has a kind of yellow finish on one side. It comes with the white on the top. Now it's designed so that you can remove it and do a project like this. You could also paint it, stain it, whatever you want to get the look that you want. You can also alter the frame if you desire. So a lot of different options and customization with this particular item. Now I want to add the vinyl to this particular project, but before I do so, what I'm going to do is make some pencil marks on where this frame actually falls. So put it back inside the frame, and then just really, really light, because I don't want to have to go in and erase. Basically what I'm doing is marking that I don't want my cut file to go over these very, very light pencil marks. So now what we can do is we're going to use transfer tape and we're going to transfer this vinyl design onto the wood background. Again, you could stain this if you want, but I really like the stark contrast of the black on the white, so that's what we're going to use. So I've placed the transfer tape right on top of the cut file, and then I'm just using the spatula. This is a Cricut spatula, and I've shown this technique before, but basically what I'm doing is I'm buffing the vinyl into that transfer tape, and that just ensures that the design gets transferred. And I didn't do a very good job this time. Usually what I try to do, I very carefully line up the grid so the words are perfect. But I'm going to show you what you can do when you neglect to do this step. You can still fix it, and I'll show you how. So again, just buff. And then what will happen is once you have grabbed that shape below, then it will start to pick up this vinyl. And it will start to peel it back. If it doesn't, continue buffing. Sometimes the shapes just adhere a little bit longer to the backing. So go ahead and buff the whole thing, and once it's ready to peel back, and we will add it to our sign. Alright, so we have our cut file. Now, as I mentioned before, I have not done a good job of making sure that the shape is perfectly placed onto the transfer tape. So a little technique that I will use is I will place a ruler so it's perfectly perpendicular, and then I will adjust the shape until my words are completely flat. So what I'm looking for is the spacing between the bottom of the ruler to the bottom of the F, the bottom of the ruler to the bottom of the G. So again, it's always best to try and get this straight before, but if you can't, you can make adjustments. Just peel back really gently and then come back and straighten it up. Now at this point, once you have your placement the way you want, now what we're going to do is buff that vinyl right onto that wood background. Just anything that's flat. You can also scrape it, like a scraping motion. But basically we're trying to just get that shape to adhere. And sometimes you'll find that it doesn't do a perfect job. So what you want to do is you want to peel back slowly. And if any part of your shape, see how that E's pulling a little bit? I can either go back and make it a little bit tighter, or I can come back afterwards. So do this with the entire shape, pulling slowly. If you pull too quickly, what ends up happening is sometimes your placement gets messed up. So this is why you want to do it slowly. You can see that end's trying to come up. I'll just buff it back. That line down there is as well. Sometimes it just doesn't catch. That's normal. It happens all the time. You just have to get in the habit of peeling slowly. So peeled that transfer tape away. And we're left with this great piece. Now all we have to do is pop it back into our frame. Now the frames come with this little tag that can be used to hang it in the stores. You just use a little screwdriver and remove that. So I can do that later. Sure. And then just like a picture frame, you just pop those little black tabs back down. And then you can turn it over and you have this darling little Halloween project. Now I'll show you what it looks like staged, because one of the reasons why I love the black on the white is because it allows me to do some fun staging in my home. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For additional inspiration, be sure to visit our blog and our website.